Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, and welcome back to another one of our Sorare videos and to another week with no reward except the threshold. Yes! Things have been going quite, I don't know. It's been a weird period for me, especially considering that I heavily turned my gallery around to play Summer and technically buying some of the best players. They are some of the best players, but it has not been coming together in the same week or in the same lineup for me, which has been quite painful. If you take a look at our performance in game week 284, by the way, if you can hear the AC unit, guys, I'm so sorry, but it is so hot here. I need to turn it on, so I'm sorry if you guys can hear it in the background. But if you take a look at this lineup right here, you have a high reward winning lineup right there in front of you. Osako, Sasaki, both from the same team, 76 points, 103 points. And then you can put Acosta and Brenner into it as well. And just add in a Cecilia. And you basically have a reward winning lineup right there. But obviously, Sorare isn't that easy. Also, at the same time, if we take a look at the results, you can see that I didn't use Castellanos, and he went ahead and got himself 2 goals and got a 70-point game. Congratulations, Castellanos. Thanks for performing when you basically just couldn't do it for me. It sucks because last game he got a DMP, so I couldn't risk it. I went for Brenner instead in that all-star lineup, and it worked out perfectly fine. Brenner has been class. He has gotten the goal. He has gotten better AA scores and still managed to score more points than Castellanos with a goal less, which is lovely to see. Acosta had an assist. He had a second assist, which was called off and called an own goal as well, which is quite unfortunate. Could have been a very high scoring game for him as well. But as you guys can tell, this is the only team that will get us anything this week. It is going to be Threshold, and the Threshold is going to be the 251, which is like 47 euros at this point, I believe. It's great, though. There's nothing I can complain about here. I'm very happy with these threshold grinding teams because what's happening is it is facilitating me to be able to purchase players when I need them for certain game weeks when I'm lacking one player. I'll explain that in a second. The Under 23 Pro, as you guys can clearly tell, Haruya Fuji was not there and was not fit to play, apparently. There was no news on this, so that came unexpected. That really sucks. And it makes me wonder if I can play Under 23 Pro in the upcoming weeks. I might have to drop Under 23 Pro and just play Under 23 and put in the likes of Osako, Pablo Ruiz, Jesus Ferreira, Han Bom, and Brenner into one team and just go with that. And then throw the rest into All-Star if I have anything remaining. Obviously, I still have Chiellini in the club as well. I still have Castellanos in the club. So we can probably put together some teams here. But generally speaking, it's not looking too good for my Under 23 Rare Pro lineups at the moment because Keaton Parks became uneligible for Under 23 Rare Pro. And he got injured, which absolutely sucks. I'm trying to move on Keaton Parks at the moment. Hopefully we can get some offers for him that are acceptable. Luckily, I bought him at a time where ETH was quite high in terms of fiat. I bought it for 0.85 ETH. I'm trying to get 0.6, 0.7 ETH, something around that number back into the club if I can. Obviously, in those terms, I can justify that sale that way and make me feel better about it. But obviously, in fiat terms, I paid way more for him, which absolutely sucks. But it is what it is. We just have to live with it. It is the risk of playing so rare, and I'm fully aware of it. And it's bound to happen at times. So, yeah, Haruya Fuji is injured, and that team fell apart completely. Nothing really came about. No one got a decisive except Osako, and that, once again, is not okay. Every single lineup that I feel can be competitive in this summer period needs to have at least 2 decisives, in my opinion, or at least 2 players above 70. So that's how I feel like. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, going into the All-Star Pro team without continuing to burp. Sorry about that. We're looking at Sasaki getting 103 points, which was insane. Hill and Cecilia getting above 60 points, but both with no decisive, which sucks. It sucks, dude. Both these guys are supposed to be the summer GOATs, and they just have not been performing for me. But the thing is, I now know I have at least 3 summer goats in my team. I have Cecilia, Hill, and Sasaki, who has been unbelievable. If you look at the scores of Sasaki right here, he's everything you really want in a defender. I mean, look at these stats. Everything seems to be above the 60s in the past. Let's go like the past 3 months. Look at that. 5 scores between 50 and 60. And then the rest, the other 8 are 60 to 100. So that's great stuff. That's what you want to see from your defenders, especially if you have a decent percentage on them. If every game is above a 50, you could be looking at like a 60 if you can obviously boost up that score with the bonus. So that's kind of cool to see. Sasaki has been great for me, but the All-Star Rare Pro team failed to get a reward by only around 15 points. By 21 points, we have missed a tier 1 rare. So if anyone got a decisive except Sasaki, we would have been in for a very, very good reward, which is extremely frustrating because these weekend game weeks are those where I have my most faith in my teams and I need to perform in that moment. And it just hasn't come by for us, which sucks. But let's move on. We have the upcoming game week coming, and we have the threshold money coming in from the Rare All-Star. Keep that in mind. For the upcoming game week, my friends, we are taking part in All-Star Rare Pro in a midweek where we have a decent prize pool of 35 players in All-Star Rare Pro. And Kawasaki Frontale's game has been called off. They are one of the strongest sides with some of the highest scoring players, the likes of Taniguchi and stuff. Their game has been called off, which puts us into an even better and more competitive position to be able to try and go for a reward. Hopefully, this midweek could be a clutch one for us. Now, the teams that we have put together, let me go into Sorare data right here, because Sorare data is just better when it comes to team building and all that good stuff. So All-Star Rare Pro, this is what we have put together. Lee Myung-jo is the latest purchase in the gallery. We brought him into the squad for around 136, 135 euros. And that is basically me saving up a bunch of my thresholds to be able to jump in situations like this and put myself into a spot where I can play a game week where normally I wasn't able to. So this is the team that we put together. I'm either going to captain Sasaki or Cecilia, but Sasaki is up against Yokohama Marinos, who are the strongest team in the league. So even though I believe he can have a good game and get me a 60 plus, I'm going to go with Cecilia on this one, hoping he finally gets that decisive. So Slovik and Morishige, 8th against 10th. They're playing at home, 44%. The odds are in their favor. Hopefully this can be one of those game weeks where these guys finally get a clean sheet again, because if they do, then Slovik gets above 80 points normally, and Morishige gets above like 70 points as well. And that puts us to 150 from just 2 players, and that could be huge and taking the pressure off these 3 to perform to such a high level. But the good thing is as well, all these games for all these players happen at the same time, Wednesday at midday. All of their games are starting at the same time. I'll be at the gym working out, watching these guys play. I'm looking forward to that. And depending on how well they're performing, I'm assuming my gym session will go well or terribly bad. We'll see how that goes. But this is the team that we're sending away to fight for rewards. And yeah, man, we have a good squad right here. I'm really desperately hoping that this team can perform. And going into the community building, we have Parasil and Dirkules doing the exact same lineups. I do have some other options, which you can see right here. Lee Han Byum, Kim Young Kwang, and also one more player I think I would have available to put into a lineup, which I actually, hold on, let me see. Maybe just for like getting the threshold, I should do that, right? I'm being stupid by not doing it. Oh yeah, I have Osako as well. So we have Kim Young Kwan against Pohang Steelers, who do tend to score a lot of goals. Osako is probably going to concede, but he will have plenty of chances to make saves. So I'll go for Osako, Lee Han Bum. Let's put in a player that I want the percentage to go up for. So Hill, he has 5%. In terms of other players, I guess we only have 2 players that can score points here. Then I might be... I thought I had the third one, but I guess I'll go Brenner to up his percentage. But that seems to be about it. We don't necessarily have another player. I wish I could put another goalkeeper in, because then I would put Kim Young Kwang into this one as well. But it is fine. I guess I'll put these guys into a training lineup just to make sure that we do get the best out of it. So we'll go, oh, there we go. See, we could go like that, put Hill in there, bring in another striker, Brenner. I want his percentage to go up, and let's put Lee Han Bum as well. So I'm assuming this is the way we're going to go for the training team to get some boosts to their percentages. Ideally, I need a lot more than what they have at the moment to help us out in the future. So that's good. But yeah, these are the lineups that we're going to go for the upcoming game week. Talking about game weeks and everything, Sorare have come out and put out the new game weeks and the new game modes that are coming up. I'm excited about them, but I feel like what is happening right now in Sorare is there's a heavy push towards limited. So if you guys have been playing limited for a while, you are in a great spot because utility-wise at this point, I think rares have been overtaken. The rares have been looked at as something that has the most utility on the platform due to the fact that you could play the rare division and also play the rare pro division. And I think you can play the super rare division with like one rare as well. So in some of the divisions within it. So the rares have been looked at as something very useful on Sorare. But what's been happening lately is that limiteds are useful basically anywhere now, and commons as well. So Sorare are doing a great job to push limiteds. So if you guys are invested into it and the user base keeps growing, you are in a great spot. So congratulations to you guys. I'll definitely get more involved into limiteds in the future as well. But for now, these are the lineups that I have. I'm looking forward to the midweek. I know I haven't been winning anything massively lately, but I am fully aware that I have some amazing players. I just need to put them into the right lineups and make it work. So hopefully we will be able to get these three GOATs performing in the same week as these two also get a clean sheet. Then we are golden and we get ourselves a star rare. And at that point, we forget about every single game week where we didn't perform. Because if we look at my gallery and we go into my SF5 stats, you can see that, yeah, we haven't had the most incredible rewards. But this one, Onana and Takaoka, made such a big difference and made me recoup so much of my losses. I'm just gonna be patient. I have no rush. I'm gonna be patient right now with the gallery. I'm not gonna go crazy and change things up too much. The only thing that I might do is this right here. I might sell, not might, I will sell Keaton Parks, and I will sell Castellanos as well. Because Brenner has been incredible. He's getting great all-round scores compared to Castellanos. So for me, Brenner seems to be the better option, especially since I bought him for so cheap and he's performing so well. His price is going up while Castellanos' price is coming down. So I'll try and get out of him as soon as possible. But that is me done for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time, hopefully with some reward. Have a good day. Wish you good luck. Let me know your teams in the comments down below, and if you're bound to win a reward from this current game week that is about to finish. Take care and peace.